And joining us now is Abdul El Sayed, Democratic candidate for the U.S. Senate in Michigan, in his only TV hit today. Abdul, thank you for coming to the weekend. I want to put up an Emerson poll, the latest Emerson poll, which I'm sure you are very familiar with and very happy about. You are leading Haley Stevens 54 to 39, 6% undecided. The margin of error, however, is 5.2%, so we should keep that in mind. I bring that up because the last Senate race in Michigan was in 2024, when now Senator Alyssa Slotkin, the Democratic senator from Michigan, beat Mike Rogers, the presumptive Republican nominee who you might have to face. She only beat him by 21,775 votes. And she is a hard square, moderate Democrat. Why do you think you will also succeed in beating Mike Rogers, who is, even though he lost to Alyssa Slotkin, he's not unknown and he's not, quote unquote, unpopular?
First, thank you all for having me and squeezing me in here before I go to church this morning. Really, really grateful to be with you. And look, polls don't vote, people do. And we're building a grassroots movement of people believing that we can get money out of politics, put money in your pocket, pass Medicare for all. Think about the matchup with Mike Rogers here. This is a guy who spent his 14 years in Congress doing every single errand that the pharmaceutical industry and big tech industry could ask him of. So much so that he helped to architect, literally sponsored and introduced the legislation that kicked off the opioid epidemic that killed 600,000 Americans. Chances are people watching probably know somebody. I know I do. But this is because he has never seen a corporate PAC check he doesn't want. And the reality of it is I'm the only candidate who's never taken a dime from a corporation, only candidate who stood up and said that we need to take these folks on. And because I'm not bought by them, I actually have the opportunity to stand up and regulate them. I think Michiganders want somebody who's going to stand up and fight for them against the corporations who've nickeled and dimed us, kicked off terrible epidemics that killed our kids, killed our parents, killed our neighbors. And is willing to say what we really can have. We can have a movement where we finally guarantee every single person health care, stop sending our money to drop bombs somewhere else, start building our schools and our roads, and investing in one another.
Abdul, thank you so much for coming on this morning. Your race obviously has exposed, more so than any other race in the country right now, a major intra-party debate in the Democratic Party over the issue of Israel. Your campaign has been largely and loudly populist, but also anti-Zionist. And you've sort of married those two things, equating funding for Israel with underfunding healthcare, for example. Are you worried that framing, juxtaposing the Jewish